Good day, everyone. For this video, I will be discussing all about the measures of dispersion or pwede rin nating masabing measures of variability. When we say measures of dispersion, meron din tatlo tayong measures na kinakalculate. We have the standard deviation and we have the variance. And of course, meron din tayong range. Ulitin ko, yung tatlong i-compute natin for the measures of dispersion, we have the range, the variance, and the standard deviation. Ang formula for range, so we have range is equal to, ito yung pinakamadali sa lahat, we have highest, yung highest score minus the lowest score. So ipag-minus nyo lang yung highest and lowest. For the variance and standard deviation naman, magkaparehas lang naman yung formula niyan. For the variance, we have this. So kapag may nakita kayong sign na ganyan, we have summation. Summation of x minus, ito naman is the mean. Okay? So we have the mean. X minus the mean is square all over n minus 1. So ito yung notation natin for variance. So para siyang s square. Or other books, ito yung kanyang notation. Or, and I should say, we have the standard deviation for ungrouped data. So summation of x minus mean square over n minus 1. So napapansin ninyo dito sa standard deviation natin and variance, so dito sa variance walang square root. While dito naman sa standard deviation may square root. Parehas lang naman yung kino-compute natin. Ang pinagkaiba lang ng dalawa is may square root yung standard deviation while yung variance natin is walang square root. So for example, we have this as our set A. Sabihin na natin set A ito. We have 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, and 35. So meron tayong tatlong 35. Kung i-compute natin yung range, so highest natin, we have 35. So of course, ang lowest natin is also 35. So this is 0. So ibig sabihin lang niyan na walang pinagkaiba yung highest and lowest natin. Now, ko-compute naman natin yung variance and standard deviation. So step-by-step procedure yung gagawin natin. First muna, x. So i-list nyo muna lahat ng mga data natin. So we have 6 na 35. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next step, get the total score. So on your calculator, 35 plus 35 plus 35 plus 35 plus 35 plus 35 or just 35 times 6, we have 210. Hindi yan yung kinukuha natin. So it is our sum is equal to 210. Pero ang kukunin natin ngayon ay mean. Na-discuss ko na sa other video yung pagkuha ng mean. So we have the summation or the sum of x over n. How many datas do we have? We have 6. So divided by 6 nyo lang yan. So ang mean natin ngayon, 210 divided by 6 is 35. Next step, we have x minus the mean. Okay? So, itong 35, i-minus daw natin ito sa 35. Yun lang yung gagawin natin. So, 35 minus 35. So, 0. Of course, since pare-parehas lang naman sila 35, so we have 0 as our x minus mean square. Next, x minus the mean square. Okay? Napapansin niyo na meron tayong square dito. So, ang gagawin lang natin is 0. Wait lang. So, we have 0 times 0. So, 0 times 0 is 0. Siyempre, lahat yan is 0. All over. Now, ipag-a-add na natin ngayon yung x minus mean square. So, 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. Actually, ito na yung tinignan natin na formula kanina na summation of x minus mean square. So, we have our variance. Yan, may variance tayo. So, wala siyang square root. So, 0 over, how many datas do we have? 6. So, 6 minus 1, we have, sige, 6 minus 1. So, we have 0 over 5, we have 0. Okay? As our variance. Pero kapag tinanong natin yung kanyang standard deviation, square root nyo lang itong variance natin. So, square root of 0 is equal to 0. Now, ang ibig sabihin lang nitong 0 natin ay hindi nagkakalayo or pare-parehas, same data yung meron tayo. Ulitin ko, when we say measures of dispersion, gaano ba kalayo yung mga scores natin sa isa't isa? Pero napansin naman natin na since we have 6 na 35, hindi nagkakalayo yung grade niya. So, grade yung score niya. So, we have same data. Kaya 0 yung kanyang standard deviation. Standard deviation lang tinitignan natin. How about if we have this data set? We have 73, 11, 49, 35, 15, and 27. So, hanapin muna natin ulit yung range. So, ito ang set B, sabihin na natin. So, we have range is equal to highest natin. We have 73 minus our lowest is 11. So 73 minus 11 on your calculator, we have 62. Okay? So ibig sabihin lang niya ng 62, 62 yung agwat ng lowest sa highest. Next, we need to compute the standard deviation and the variance. So x muna, list all the data. So we have 73. Okay lang naman na hindi siya naka-arrange. So 73, 11, 49, 35, 15, and 27. Next, ipag-add nyo lahat on your calculator. 73 plus 11 plus 49 plus 35 plus 15 plus 27. So, meron ulit tayong 210. Kaso, ang kukunin natin dyan ay yung mean. So, our mean here is 210 divided by 6 is also 35. Okay. Next, we have x minus the mean. So, itong 73, ima-minus natin sa 35. So, 73 minus 35, we have 38. 11 minus 35, we have negative 24. Include the negative when you computing x minus mean. 49 minus 35, we have 14. 35 minus 35, we have 0. 15 minus 35, we have negative 20. And 27 minus 35, we have negative 8. Next step, we need to square it. So x minus mean is square. Sorry, square. So x minus mean is square. So 38 times 38, negative 24 times negative 24, 14 times 14. Or you can use the raised to 2 dyan sa calculator ninyo. 38 times 38 or 38 is square. So, pwede ang 38 times 38 sa calculator ninyo or 38 is square. Okay? Yung may nakita kayong exponent na 2. Let me just erase this. So, we have 38 is square is 1,444. Next, negative 24 is square. So we have 576. Other calculator, nagkakaroon ng negative. Hindi pwede tayong magkaroon ng negative since nagmumultiply tayo ng negative times negative. Next, 14 is square. We have 196. 0 square is just 0. 20 square is 400. And we have 80 square is 64. And our last step here on the table, we have 1,000. Ipag-plus nyo lang lahat. 1,444 plus 576 plus 196 plus 0 plus 400 plus 64. So we have 2,680. Let me just confirm kung tama. 1,444 plus 576 plus 196 plus 0 plus 400 plus 64 is 2,680. Now, variance muna tayo. So, we have this. So, we have 2,680 all over, n minus 1, how many data do we have? 6. So 6 minus 1. So 2,680 divided by 5. So divided by 5 nyo lang yan, we have 536. Pero, ang standard deviation naman natin is square root of 536, which is 23.15. Okay. So, ibig sabihin lang yan na medyo magkakalayo yung kanilang mga score. Now, let us compare set A and set B. Meron kasi akong further question na which of the following set is more homogeneous? Kaya kung students, mga K to 12, na-encounter nyo na ang K to 12 curriculum or matatag curriculum or even the strength 10 matatag curriculum, ang mga klase ninyo nung mga high school kayo is the heterogeneous. When we say heterogeneous class kayo, magkakaiba yung score ninyo sa isa't isa. Kasi sa amin, na hindi namin na encounter yung K to 12, meron kaming science section, meron kaming first section, second section, third section, or even the lowest section. So, ibig sabihin lang nun na class is homogeneous class. Okay? So, pare-parehas kami nung mga score. Hindi naman magkaparehas, more like magkakalapit. So, let us compare the standard deviation of set B and set A. Now, kapag mas mataas yung standard deviation, our set is heterogeneous. Heterogeneous. Okay? Supposed to be, we have set C with standard deviation of 27.16 and set D with a standard deviation of 18.76. How about if tatanungin ko sa inyo kung anong set is yung more homogeneous? Okay? Is it set C or set D? It is set D. Okay? Kasi siya yung mas mababang standard deviation. Of course, kung homogeneous yung set D, yung set C natin is heterogeneous. Okay? So, set D is more homogeneous. So, I hope may natutunan kayo dito sa video na ito regarding sa homogeneous, heterogeneous, sa pag-compute ng range, standard deviation, and variance. So, that's all. Thank you for listening.